Cheese puffs and corn chips from Buc-ee's. You don't know what Buc-ee's is? Well, stay tuned. Hello, goblins and goblinettes. Welcome back to another edition of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here. This is where I will try a food product of some kind, maybe something you didn't even know existed, and I will decide whether or not I should give it my Destined Goblin seal of approval. Mrs. Goblin and I were traveling on one of our recent adventures, and we had a chance to go through an area that had Buc-ee's. Now, if you don't know what Buc-ee's is, or if you have never been to a Buc-ee's, you don't have one in your state, hold on, because they are expanding very rapidly and they may get to you very soon. They are very quickly expanding. Buc-ee's is probably the largest gas station snack store that I have ever seen in my entire life. I am not even sure if I can properly describe it. I'm hoping I can put some pictures up for you so you can get a sense of exactly what this place looks like. But Buc-ee's is, for one thing, a gas station. Imagine if you were to go to the largest gas station you have ever seen. Imagine just the pumps lined up for a gas station. Double that in size, and then double that again. And now we're getting close to what the size is like of a Buc-ee's. Go inside their store, and their store is probably very close to being about the size of a Supercenter Walmart. It is enormous. Imagine one entire wall with beef jerky, all types of different snacks, hot food, cold salads, cold sandwiches, anything you can imagine as far as snacks go, Buc-ee's has it. Now, I have a couple of items. I actually have 3 snacks here that I was able to pick up from Buc-ee's. One of them is their brand itself right there. So Buc-ee's, that is their logo that you see right there, and this is their brand. These are Smokin' Nacho Cheese Puffs. And then I also found a brand called Julio's. Now, I'm not sure if this is exclusive to Buc-ee's or not. I have never seen these outside of Buc-ee's. So I'm not sure. Maybe they're exclusive to Buc-ee's. Maybe they're not. But I picked up 2 flavors of corn chips here. Jalapeno queso. And then we also have zesty chili lime. So we're going to get started with all 3 of those things. I do have my Escape Blair Witch mug loaded with some nice cold water as a palate cleanser there. Again, if you are in the Las Vegas area, or if you have an opportunity to visit Las Vegas, check out Escape Blair Witch. They are an escape room, and they are fantastic. So check them out if you get a chance. We are going to dive right into this, and we are going to start with Buc-ee's Smokin' Nacho Cheese Puffs. These are 310 calories for this entire bag. Okay, so those just kind of smell like a regular bag of cheese puffs. They're not overly cheesy smelling. They don't smell like they're going to be hot or anything like that. There's a look at them in the bag. They've got some nice coloration on them, and you can see they're pretty big cheese puffs here. Let's pull one of those out. So again, this is Smokin' Nacho flavor, and this is the Buc-ee's brand that you see right there. Let's give one of these a try here. Smokin' Nacho flavor. Okay, so cheese puff wise, snack wise, pretty standard compared to most cheese puffs. It's got a nice little crunch to it. It's got a good cheese flavor. It's got a little bit of heat that kicks in at the very end. So sort of as you swallow, you get a little bit of heat. A little bit of smokiness there too. It's interesting that the flavor that sort of distinguishes this from other types of cheese puffs comes in at the very end. It's sort of as you're swallowing, and even after you swallow, you get that smokiness, you get a little bit of that heat. Otherwise, it tastes just like a cheese puff when you're chewing it. I like these. I would definitely recommend these if you get a chance to visit a Buc-ee's. If you see these Smokin' Nacho Cheese Puffs, pick these up. These are good. All right, let's try to escape from the Blair Witch, and let's cleanse the palate and move on. Okay, we're moving on here to Julio's, and these are jalapeno queso corn tortilla chips. There is a picture on the back of Julio and Lilia Garcia. So apparently those are the founders of Julio's. So I'm not sure if there's a direct affiliation with Buc-ee's or if it's just a coincidence that I've only ever seen these at Buc-ee's. These are 150 calories for 12 chips. Jalapeno queso flavor. Oh, I can smell the jalapeno on that big time. Wow. I love jalapeno flavor, so I'm a little excited about this. I'm hoping that the flavor will match the aroma because these smell just like fresh jalapenos. There's one of those chips. Looks like they've got a good deal of seasoning on there. Jalapeno queso. So I don't just want jalapeno flavor on this. I want some cheesiness out of this too. The jalapeno flavor is definitely there. The cheesiness is there. You know what's missing from this is any degree of heat. There's a little bit of sweetness to this. It's an interesting flavor. Don't get me wrong, I like this and I love the jalapeno flavor on this. Just wanted a little bit of heat. All right, let's cleanse the palate one more time and go on to the final bag of corn chips. I think I said corn chips. They're actually tortilla chips. They are made of corn. They're corn tortilla chips, but they're not like corn chips like Fritos or anything. These are supposed to be tortilla chips. These are zesty chili lime, two of my favorite flavors. 150 calories for 12 chips. And again, there's Julio and Lilia on the back. If anybody out there knows if this Julio brand is exclusive to Buc-ee's or not, let me know because I'm very curious about that. Okay, these really have no aroma whatsoever. I mean, they don't even smell like tortilla chips. I don't know. They definitely have a lot of seasoning on them. I can see the seasoning without even pulling one of these out of the package yet. Zesty chili lime. I'm hoping these do not disappoint me because those are two of my favorite flavors. There's a lot of seasoning on these chips. You can see that right there. Here we go. Zesty chili lime. There's a little bit of heat at the end. That may be one of the best lime tasting snacks that I have ever come across. That has a very authentic lime flavor to it. The chili flavor is there. There's a little bit of smokiness to it. You know, the really interesting thing about these chips is if you were to take a bunch of tortilla chips, spread them out on a plate, and then squeeze a fresh lime over them, I think that is the exact flavor that you would get just like you get with these chips. This is one of the most authentic tasting lime snacks I have ever encountered. It's like you squeezed a fresh lime right over these chips. These are great. Okay, again, if you get an opportunity to visit Buc-ee's, definitely do so. Pick up some of their snacks. These Buc-ee's brand cheese puffs, very good. I like these a lot. I'm going to say these are a 2-star seal of approval. Jalapeno queso, these are good. These are not as good as the Buc-ee's. So this I'm going to give a 1-star seal of approval. Here's our big winner. Julio's corn tortilla chips, zesty chili lime flavor. This is one of the most authentic lime flavored snacks I have ever come across. These are excellent. 3-star seal of approval. All right, there we go. 3 snacks from Buc-ee's. If you get an opportunity to visit them, definitely do so. They are located mostly in the southern part of the United States. But again, as I said, they are expanding and expanding rapidly. So if you're not in an area where you have a Buc-ee's, you may be soon. Keep your eye out for them. I will catch you next time.